Hello everyone. So in the podcast which I'm going to talk about now, a long time ago there was a time I used to play football. I used to be the captain of the team. So I could organize people from the village, from neighboring village. I could mobilize people, we organize a game and we go and play football. So I knew how to mend football. I could mend the ball when it has a puncture. I could inflate it. You organize a match, we play. If you win the game, you are being rewarded. For example, we can give you something like 50 bob for the whole team, 100 bob, 200 bob. You are very young. That money seemed to be too little, but that money was not meant for Mandazi or what. We could accumulate that money as a team and buy a new football. So by accumulating the money and buying the new ball, we ensure that we never run out of balls over the seasons. Being a captain comes with these challenges. For example, when your team loses, you can be fired, or when you win, you are being celebrated. When you lose, you are being fired. So, for example, there was a time I went for an holiday and someone took charge as the captain of the team by then. So, playing with the team, the person experienced more win than me. So, he stood more chance of taking over as the team captain. Coming next time, I couldn't overthrow him, so I had to be his assistant. That is very common. What do we learn from that? We live in a world of competition. In business, you have what's competition. Competition can be stiff, which means you experience competition from multiple people. Or the competition can be low. You experience competition from few people. But at the same time, you all realize that everyone wants to win. You want to be the best. If you're working on something, everyone want to be the best. If you don't win through education, you want to win by having more resources than others. You want to win. Everyone want to win. Winning has its advantage and its disadvantages. For example, if you are someone who is looking for an opportunity, there are almost, let's say, 20 people have applied for the same job. 10 people make it to the shortlist. 10 people are shortlisted. Among the 10 people are shortlisted, they are going for an interview. Only 2 to 3 people make it to the finals. Making it to the finals, the people are placed into a test, which run for maybe something like 1 month to focus their skills. At the end of the day, they decide to choose one person. A whole group of 19 people are left behind. In the process, there are some people who may make it out of the way without being vetted. It's like a through pass. For example, we argue if you are a driver, if your father was a driver and you're also a driver, even without passing in school, you stand high chances of getting an opportunity to work as a driver. If your father was not a driver and you are a driver, whether you become the best driver available, you will be ignored, and the high probability that you will not be given that opportunity. What do we learn from this? If you are going to university, apart from just being the best in your class or being the best in what you are doing, outside here, when you start to apply for opportunities, there are many challenges. We have what's called referral. If you're not referred by someone, how will you prove that you are the best in what you're doing? Whom did you learn from? At the same time, competition can be used to suppress skills and talent. You can have the best goalkeeper. We cannot make them to the games because maybe they are older than 1 year, or they don't have track record of playing matches in the tournaments. So you should be very keen while going for challenges, whether you are the best in what you're doing or you are the worst. There are many factors which can determine whether the opportunity is going to be given to you or not. If you have an institution that believe in skills and performance, that's a very promising place. Mostly schools reward performance, but outside here, when you come to market here, we don't care. Don't care whether you are the best or what. You only care whether your father was also doing what you are doing, or one of your family members was also doing what you are doing. Because here we believe in DNA. We believe in DNA than skills. At the same time, we believe in holding onto something up to the last moment to ensure we keep it within a circle, either whether we are people from the same church, same belief, we drink the same tea every day in the morning, and you don't care whether you take strong tea with the first class. Even if you get a D or a pass or what, and you take milk as us, you are welcome. If you take tea and us we take milk, we don't care whether you're passed or not, because the policies that guide people outside here is totally different.